A mountain schoolboy legend if there ever was one, Freddie Maggard Sr. lived the ultimate mountain schoolboy fantasy, making not one but two game-winning shots in the 1956 Sweet 16, helping lead Card Creek High School to a state championship.
He was an incredibly humble man, and to get anything from him about the state tournament or basketball, you'd have to, it was like pulling teeth. But once you got him going, and if he relaxed and talked about it, it was great.
But a Bluegrass High School legend does not even begin to describe the man everyone called Big Fred.
Freddie never looked at himself as a hero. He was not about him, any of the conversations that we usually had. It was about his family. He would always talk about his daughter Samantha, little Freddie, and their accomplishments, and his wife Pat. And they were inseparable, and they were just really, really fine people.
Maggard lived his life the way everyone strives to live theirs, through hard work, through his family, and through his faith in God.
He was, very religious man. Expected a lot, but a very dedicated person, and just taking that kind of role model in my life to what it took to be a man. So just that part of him sharing, the things that he expected out of both Freddie and a lot of times myself was very, very instrumental in my life.
He would want people to know first and foremost about his faith, how he loved his family, and that's how he lived his life. He was a hardworking, honest, humble man that loved the Lord and loved his family, and everything else was totally secondary.
A competitor on the court with a heart of a lion.
Told me one time that he has a ring and I don't, and to remember that, and I did.
And a husband, father, and friend off the court with that heart full of love.
But in my opinion, the greatest accomplishment that my grandfather went through was meeting his wife, Patricia Maggard, and from that relationship alone, they had two beautiful children, my uncle and my mom.
I want to miss my dad. There's no way around that. I miss him today, and I'm going to miss him. But today is a celebration because we know his eternal home is where he is.
Yeah, Kentucky definitely lost one of the good ones.
Freddie Maggard Sr., a high school basketball hero who leaves behind a legacy much bigger than any shot at the buzzer.